Hi guys! Today I got a package in the mail with the fortune telling cards by or from PowerFortunes.com. A couple of weeks ago I got an email from them and they asked me if I wanted to test out their cards. So they gave me a link to their website where there is an electronic version of this deck available. Just for free. You can use that whenever you like. As you can see, it's like, a mini playing card deck. It has pointy corners. But what I thought was just a lot of fun about it is you have like the meaning here. So this is a businessman or a solicitor. And then here underneath, look. If you have like 4 kings together, or 3 kings together, 2 kings, or 2 black kings, you see that the meaning starts to change. I have rounded the edges because I like that personally more. I haven't trimmed the deck, I only rounded it. We are now a couple of months into the future because I really had to work with this deck before I could give you a review on it. So this deck is a Piquet deck or Piquet deck, however you want to call it. I'm not French, I have no idea. So what that means is like here, if you have playing cards, you see that we go from ace till the king. It's falling out of my hands, till the king. And with a Piquet deck, in this case, these are out of the deck. So the 2 till the 6 are removed. This playing card style can easily be made with playing cards, so to say. So if you don't want to carry a deck like this with you, or for any reason you don't like the artwork, you can recreate it with playing cards and just use this as a reference deck. One of the things that is really striking about this deck is there are a lot of people cards. It's almost as in tarot. The whole court card system are people, and that is something that I had to get used to, and which I still find very difficult because yeah, it's not really a big deck, but you have a lot of people cards, so it's almost, I almost feel like my life isn't social enough for this deck. This reading starts with the question and then 3 cards, so it's already showing you the question that I have. I have a question about family, and I pulled a very strong man, a happy gathering, a loved one is thinking very highly of you. So I am reading from this that in the family that I have, there is someone that I could recognize as a very strong male person that is thinking very highly of me. So maybe he's going to call me soon, or he wants to talk to me. So this can be a nephew of mine or an uncle. We already know as a reader, or if you read for yourself, that this is going to be a sort of a theme. This is going on. So there is something in my family. There's probably something of a gathering being planned, and I will be contacted about that very soon. So let's read further and see if we can get more detail for this. So we start with the significator. I started with the woman, the dark woman with light eyes, because she's the most plain woman that we have. I mean, she isn't jealous and all that kind of stuff. So I chose her as my significator. The 4 on the top, then the 4 in the middle, and then these 2 we have the strong man that is supposed to be here, then that one will be here, this one will be there, and this one will be under here, but I cannot fit it in my screen. So yeah, I did it this way this way it fits. I like to read the top row first, and I like to use this row as the most important one. This is how I do it. As I said, there is a whole way of reading this spread in the link that I share below on the website of the creators. So we have trouble to come. We have a loved one is thinking very highly of you, a dark person's affection, and a happy gathering. So I pulled this card with the question about family, and in the 3 cards that we pulled before, we already saw that a strong man who is also in this reading is probably going to invite me for a family gathering. Trouble is to come. We have here the groups, as you can see here, and it says if you have 2 9s together, which we have a 9 here and a 9 there. There is no other 9 in this reading. Then a fair deal of success. So for me, that is saying that the trouble that is to come will bring some success. It will, it's not for nothing. Something good will come out of it. Let's say you have 3 9s. Then it says success in present plans. So still there is a little bit of trouble, but there is success. If you have 4 9s, much good fortune and unexpected piece of luck. So that means that this card is the most troubling when there is no 9 in this reading. When there is no 9 here, then it's something you should worry about. But we have another 9, so the trouble is there, but it's a fair deal of success. So that's good news. So so it will not be easy, but something good comes out of it. Then we have a loved one is thinking very highly of you, and it says when you have 2 7s together, a new lover or unexpected news. Then we have the 8 of clubs or wands, a dark person's affection. This also depends on in what kind of realm you're asking the question. If I would ask this in my friends circle, then I could probably find a dark person there. But in my family has my skin color. And so I'm going to guess this is someone with dark hair, or maybe likes to wear dark clothes or something like that. Well, with affection, again, we're talking about family here, so it could be someone that really likes me. I'm not going to make this in the realm of love, even though the card is steering that way. The question is not, so we're not going there. And we have 2 8s here. And 2 8s is saying preparation for a big event. So again, it's saying something also about this meeting. And we have the happy gathering here as well. That's a 10 of hearts. And I don't see another 10 of hearts. So it will just be a happy gathering. So for me, this is the most important thing. And already I got a lot of information out of these cards about my family. There is a meeting going to happen, and I have a feeling that it has to do with something that is not so positive, but it will do something good. Now then, with the rest of the cards, I'm not going to go as deeply and as specific in them as I went with the first one, but this is how I choose to do it. You can do this as big as you like, but I do see some very good hints here. I have another queen here, a dark woman, divorced widow, and we have an illness and sorrow to come. So these 2 together, I know where the cards are pointing to, so I can tell you that is spot on. Marriage can mean many different things. Marriage is also a contract. So there's probably a contract coming that is financially very beneficial. And then we have the last row, which for me, we can use it. We have fortunate with money. We have a big building, a law case. Again, we have that very strong man over there that is probably helping out, I don't know. and we have a present near a club. We have a present near a club, trouble over money, near ace, diamonds, a row. So is it near a club? It's not really near a club because this one is here, this one is there. Yeah, it's near a club. Okay, so there's trouble with money, and then we have 2 7. So yeah, again, unexpected news. This could be the end of your reading with these cards, but we can even go into more detail if we wish. And personally, at this moment, I don't wish more detail, but to show you how this deck works, I am going into more detail. To make this reading more detailed, you need to choose 5 cards that you want more detail about. We don't put these cards on the stack yet, we still need them. So here we have then the 5 cards that we want more detail on. And one of the things that I do is I am not reading these now together like this. I'm not going to do that. I am just going from the new pile. I'm going to shuffle the cards, and we're going to put cards underneath these cards to have extra information on them. The Happy Gathering is getting a new venture, will soon be undertaken. So this meeting will bring something new in my life. You know, it can be, here it's talking about traveling. Now I can tell you right now that if we have a family gathering, we will not do it on a plane or on a boat. So I'm going to see this personally as it will bring new energy. Yeah, maybe it will change some of the things. It will put us on a new journey. Then we have a big building law case. And here it says it's talking about a small sum of money. So this is interesting. We have a dark person's affection, and it says here it's a fair and friendly woman. So yeah, we can say maybe it's a blonde person, but I'm going to see this as, okay, we have a friendly woman with probably dark clothes that has some affection for me, that, well, let's say that is very happy to see me. That's nice. Then we have an illness or sorrow to come. Great, negative card. We have the business letter at the moment underneath the illness or sorrow. So I'm going to see this as news that is not making people very, very happy. So the trouble to come will be an anxiety or a delay in plans. Now you already have a lot of information about the rest of the reading. And so right now we are going to, here we have everything that we have. We are going to add these to the cards that we already picked. So right now, here are all the cards that we had in the reading. So these are all the cards that were picked. It's a pretty big stack. I'm going to shuffle these, and then I'm going to make 3 piles. The original way is that the querent or yourself, if you do a reading for yourself, is choosing a pile, and that pile is going to be red, and that will represent the wishes and the thoughts of the querent or of you. What I like to do personally is I like to just look through the piles, and I pick the pile that has my significator card. So that, because that feels more personally. So this is something I do. So this is like an added on thing. So originally you can just choose a pile, but I'm just going to see if one of these has my significator card. So I'm not going to change the structure. And here we already have me. So with everything that is happening in this family gathering that we read before, this actually is my wish, and at this moment my thought. I want to be a strong woman with the trouble that is to come, and I hope that the newfound wisdom there is going to change my journey a little bit, And it's important because for me this represents a good friend of mine, especially with the happy gathering beside it. That I feel it's important to also meet with my friends. So because this one reminds me at the moment of a friend, I'm going to spread this out to friends. This is reader's intuition. And so it's important to really keep your contact strong, you know, the contact with your friends. And you all see they're strong, you know. Also in trouble, everyone needs a very good group of people behind them, you know. Doing everything alone is an illusion. So this is the final conclusion of this reading is everything that we read about. What is this going to do in the mind of the querent? What is this? What do they wish from this? What hope can you bring them from everything that you just read? I think this is the biggest reading this deck does. So you start with 3 cards, then with more, then you choose 5 from that, and you're going to go specific more into that, and then with all the cards that you picked, you make 3 piles and you choose cards from that so that you have 6 cards in the end. This is how this deck works. And if you want to know more about this deck, you can find the links down below. You can do digital readings online. It's a playing card system, and as I said, you can also just use this with a playing card set. You can create the cards from playing card set and use this as your sort of book of reference. If you think these cards are too big or if the art style isn't your choice. But it's actually a very neat little system. I had a lot of fun with cracking the code, and yeah, it's definitely something that I hope to get more skills in, because for me it still feels like a very new way of reading. But I had a lot of fun with exploring this deck. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!